Storm Marta battered Portugal and Spain on Saturday, the third storm to hit the Iberian Peninsula in the last few weeks.
Zelensky says the US wants to reach a deal to end Russia's war on Ukraine by June as Russian strikes on energy sites continue. Spain and Portugal were hit with a third storm in just a matter of weeks on Saturday, as the Iberian Peninsula struggles to recover from extended periods of heavy rain and deadly floods. Storm Marta is the latest depression and expected to cause winds reaching 110 kilometers per hour on the Portuguese coastline, along with landslides and flash floods, authorities said. Both countries are still reeling from the aftermath of Storm Kristen and Leonardo, which led to the deaths of several people, left tens of thousands without power, and submerged towns underwater. Storm Marta has prompted the deployment of more than 26,500 rescuers in Portugal, as districts in the center and south of the country were placed on orange alert. In Spain, fresh rainfall was expected to be less exceptional than seen in recent days during Storm Leonardo, the country's weather agency said. The United States has given Ukraine and Russia a June deadline to reach a deal to end the nearly 4-year war, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Saturday. His comments came after overnight Russian strikes on energy infrastructure forced nuclear power plants to cut output. Zelensky added that the U.S. proposed holding the next round of trilateral talks next week in their country for the first time, likely in Miami, confirming Ukraine's participation. Russian strikes targeted Ukrainian energy infrastructure with over 400 drones and about 40 missiles launched overnight, according to Zelensky. Targets included the energy grid, generation facilities, and distribution networks. Zelensky said the U.S. again proposed a ceasefire banning strikes on energy infrastructure, a truce Ukraine is ready to observe if Russia commits. Should trilateral talks in the U.S. move forward, another major sticking point will be Russia's insistence that Ukraine give up the Donbas region, a condition Kyiv says it will never accept.
The Milano Cortina Winter Olympic Games opening ceremony is now behind us, although reactions and comments continue, including boos directed at Israel and at US Vice President J.D. Vance, who also met with Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni on Friday. In the run-up to the Games, Milan was in the international spotlight, not only for high-level institutional meetings, but also for a wave of protests from Friday's demonstrations organized by students and activists against the presence of ICE agents in the country, to Saturday's rally organized by Italy's main unions to protest against the environmental impact of the Games.
Io sono qua per manifestare prima di tutto contro lo spreco di queste Olimpiadi, che non hanno portato alcuna ricchezza alla città di Milano e alla Lombardia, semmai hanno sottratto denaro, possibilità al welfare sociale, alla scuola pubblica, alla sanità. Questi soldi sono stati bruciati letteralmente e non andrà una sola lira ai cittadini italiani e in particolare della Lombardia. Quindi sono Olimpiadi farlocche.
The European vehicle battery venture Automotive Cells, or ACC, is shelving plans to build battery gigafactories in Italy and Germany, the Italian Metal Workers Union OEM said on Saturday. The company, which is backed by automotive giant Stellantis, said it was considering shutting down the projects, which have been on hold since 2024 amid slower than expected growth for electric vehicles. The new ACC sites were among dozens of battery projects emerging in Europe as it seeks to reduce reliance on Chinese products, but were halted as the company weighed shifting to a less expensive battery technology. Stellantis, which owns brands such as Peugeot and Jeep, warned on Friday that it had overestimated the speed at which consumers would shift towards electric vehicles. The company said it would take a €22 billion hit and sell a stake in its battery joint venture.